All right, let's talk about something we all deal with. You learn something new. It's exciting, but it's also kind of blurry, right? We're going to dive into how to take those fuzzy ideas and make them unforgettable.
I mean, you know that feeling, don't you? You just finished a chapter or you sat through a lecture and you think you've got it. But then when you try to actually explain it to someone, poof, the details are just gone. It's super frustrating. But here's the thing, and this is important. That's not you failing. That's just learning. It's a totally normal and honestly, a necessary first step.
Yeah, and there's a good reason for it. Research tells us that our very first grasp of a new idea is always a bit, well, incomplete. It's like writing a first draft of an essay. You get the main points down, you have the basic shape, but it's definitely not the finished product. It needs some serious editing to become sharp and strong. So the big question is, how do we go from that messy first draft to a crystal clear final version? Well, that's what we're going to map out today. We'll start by embracing that fuzzy first draft. Then we'll build out a whole revision toolkit. We'll look at strategies you can do on your own, and then some for working with others. Finally, we'll wrap up with the art of revision and why this whole thing is such a game changer.
Okay, so first things first. We have to change how we think about this whole fuzzy idea stage. Seriously. It is not a sign that you're bad at learning. It's the opposite. It's the essential starting line. Think of it as the raw clay you need before you can sculpt a masterpiece.
So, what's the secret to getting from fuzzy to focused? It's all about something called revising knowledge. And listen, this isn't about passively rereading your notes until your eyes glaze over. No way. This is an active mission. You're basically becoming a detective, hunting for gaps, correcting errors, and building a way stronger, more accurate picture in your head. All right, time to get practical. Let's open up this revision toolkit and check out the 7 powerful strategies that are going to help you sharpen that knowledge. So here's a quick peek at what's inside. We've got stuff for your own personal review, like how to use your notebooks better and some mental checklists. But we've also got tools for teaming up, like getting feedback from your peers. The cool part is, each tool is designed to tackle a different part of the problem.
Okay, let's kick things off with the strategies you can start using right now, all on your own. These are all about that deep, personal work of refining what you think you know.
This right here, this is basically your mental checklist for revision. So next time you look at your notes, don't just skim them. I mean, really look at them. Ask yourself, okay, where did I get this wrong? What's missing here? Where could I add more detail? And that last step, explaining why you changed something, man, that is the secret sauce. It forces you to prove to yourself that you get it now, and that's what makes the new info stick for good.
Okay, here is a super simple but honestly a game-changing hack for your notes. Stop writing out long corrections. Instead, create a visual shorthand, like a big X for something that's just plain wrong, a star for a "this is super important" concept. What this does is let you see at a glance how your understanding has changed over time. It turns your notebook from a static page of text into a living document of your progress.
Just look at the difference here. It's huge, right? The first one, I learned about photosynthesis, is fine. It's passive. But the second one, using a sentence stem like I used to think, but now I think, forces you to actually spell out how your thinking has evolved. You're not just stating a fact anymore, you're telling the story of your own learning, and that makes the knowledge so much more solid.
Okay, so you've done the solo work, you've sharpened your ideas, ready to level up. Now let's bring other people into the mix. Because let's be real, an outside perspective is like a cheat code for finding your own blind spots.
Seriously, just imagine a friend looking over your shoulder and asking you this one simple question. Its power is that it's so direct. We all have these blind spots, right? Things we assume or errors we just keep glossing over. Having someone else ask a straightforward question like this, it's an incredible way to just smash through those mental blocks.
And hey, if you ever get the chance to revise an assignment after getting feedback, jump on it. Don't just think of it as chasing a better grade. That's not the point. The real win is the process itself. Really digging into the feedback, wrestling with what you got wrong, and then rebuilding your work from a stronger place. That transforms a simple assignment into a serious learning experience. And that's something that sticks with you way longer than any letter grade. So here's a really crucial point. All these things we've talked about, the symbols, the checklists, the peer feedback, they're not just a to-do list you can check off. They're actually tools for building a completely different mindset about learning. It's about shifting from seeing knowledge as this thing you just get to seeing it as something you actively build and improve day after day.
And when you make that mindset shifts, well, the results are pretty amazing. You'll find yourself catching your own mistakes, clearing up stuff you've been confused about for ages. But honestly, the best part is that feeling of real progress. You know, that sense of, wow, I actually get this now. It's a huge confidence booster, and it puts you in the driver's seat of your own learning. So let's bring it all together. Why bother with all this revision stuff? Why put in the effort? It's simple, really, because it's the only way to get from that fuzzy, half-baked first idea to a sharp, focused understanding that you can actually use out there in the real world. Look, if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. True learning is not about getting it right the first time. It's just not. We have to let go of that pressure. Real, lasting knowledge comes from the process of making your understanding a little bit better, and then a little bit better over time. So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. Right now, think of one idea, just one, that still feels a little fuzzy in your head. Got it? Okay. Now, which tool from our toolkit are you going to use, maybe even today, to start making it sharper?